Hello and welcome to Edunews, your number one choice for news and education. We are coming to you from our studio here in East Legon. I'm Ruth Bazeng. In the headlines, child marriages affect girls' education in the Upper West region, as in nearly 2 decades, no girl has completed junior high school. 12-year-old homeschooled boy gains admission to University of Ghana. And on the international front, a pupil dies out of electrocution in Kenya. These and many more coming up shortly. Do stay tuned. Now to our very first story. According to the Upper West Regional Girls Education Officer at the Ghana Education Service, Anakleta Viru, no girl has ever completed the Sawueba Junior High School in the Wa East District since its establishment 25 years ago. According to her, the highest educational level girls in the area have ever attained is JHS2 before being sent for marriage. She said this in an interview that the situation is worrying, as last year about 8 girls were sent for marriages, but at the time of intervention, 2 of the girls were already pregnant and 1 had already given birth. The girls' education officer attributed the challenge to cultural practices and called for concerted efforts by stakeholders to enable girls who have access to education to develop their full potential. Also, a 12-year-old boy who was homeschooled by his father has gained admission to the University of Ghana's distance education school. Vimens Bamfo dropped out of school after lower primary, and his father, Robert Bamfo, has been tutoring him for the past 3 years in various subjects, which prepared him to sit for the private West African Senior School Certificate Examination, popularly known as NOVDEC. 12-year-old Vimens is currently studying public administration at the University of Ghana Distance Education School as he aims to become president by age of 40. According to his father, Robert Bamfo, he saw his children as a test case to justify his belief that the mainstream teaching and learning system is faulty. His eldest son, Edwin, who was pulled out of school at 12 years, finished the university at 20 years old. He traced his decision to homeschool his children to his own journey of exploring knowledge. Now moving on, the Technical University Teachers Association (TUTAG) calls off its 2-week-long strike following a meeting with the government and other stakeholders to resolve the issues. Following the meeting, government has agreed to pay all allowances due eligible TUTAG members, such as rent, security, maintenance, utility, and off-campus allowances. The payments are to be effected by December 2019, while the arrears that were due them since August 2019 will be paid by the end of February 2020. TUTAG has thus been directed to end the strike immediately by the National Labour Commission. Now, most senior high school graduates are denied admission into universities because they got D7 in mathematics. Guess what? That's about to change because the Ministry of Education has begun consultations with the National Council for Tertiary Education (NCTE) to introduce some flexibility into the consideration of non-credit passes. Under the new policy, the status of grades such as D7 in some core subjects will be clarified to help applicants to the humanities who have passed mathematics without credit but are being denied access to courses where mathematics is not required. The Ministry of State in charge of tertiary education, Professor Kwesi Yanka, says government seeks to remove bottlenecks to admission processes and policies that are simply unjust. He explained that the new policy seeks to bring Ghana in line with more flexible admission practices in several countries. We'll go for a quick commercial break. Up next is international news. Please stay tuned. And on the international front, a rather sad story as a pupil of Getembe Primary School in Kenya has died after he was electrocuted on a lunch break. It is alleged that the pupil climbed a water tank within the school compound, touched loosely hanging live wires, and was electrocuted. The boy died while receiving treatment at a local dispensary. County Commissioner Amos Mariba confirmed the incident and said police have opened an investigation into the matter. And that's all for Edunews today, but before we go, a recap of our headlines. Child marriages affect girls' education in the Upper West region, as in nearly 2 decades, no girl has completed junior high school. 12-year-old homeschooled boy gains admission to University of Ghana. On the international front, a pupil dies out of electrocution in Kenya. Thanks for watching. See you next week. I'm Ruth Bazain.
Thanks for watching School World TV, brought to you by Neogenics Education Group.